in Germany. We filmed all the players. Some players, we filmed Timo Boll, we filmed Samsonov, we filmed Ma Long, and we filmed Mizutani. And then we divide them into the preparation of the stroke, so the arming, the execution, the moment that they touch the ball, and the follow-through. So those are the 3 steps, and we had like a back view and a side view, so that you can see the ball and that you know what's happening. And then we start to describe, okay, what do we see now in these images? And it starts from where his feet are, from his right foot to his knee, to his hip, to the upper body, to the shoulder, the elbow, and the arm. And all those things we described, and we put them together in like, and I will show you at the end what happens here. So what we start seeing when Timo Boll is left, that's good to know. What we start here is the first thing is weight. So his weight, so when he started his movement from his feet, you see that his weight is on the feet that is the same as his playing hand, so on his left hand, and that his weight is there. You see his racket, and this is on a ball with no backspin. That's also important to know, because here you cannot see, is this ball backspin, is it the topspin, is it just a no-spin ball? It was a block ball, so it shows, we carefully chose also the images and also the balls, because otherwise I can explain that you have to trust me that this is thing. So you see his foot, you see his knee is not in front of his of the tip of his toes, what's also very important, because once it goes forward, it's not good, like injury-wise. And it doesn't go inside neither, because if a knee goes inside, it's also injury-wise also wrong. So you don't want to have this one. You see how the shoulder and the hip is turned. The hip is turned and the shoulder is turned, and now his racket, his elbow is behind and a little bit in, it's not yet out. And you see how his body is turned, and you see how nice his back is straight. Yeah. Also there, the straight back is also very important for the push afterwards, for your body to really have the transfer of weight between legs and your arm. So that's the first part of the movement, and you see the same side and here. The second point, and it was always the same, you don't see the ball here anymore, but every time it's like synchronized with where he touches the ball. This is like the software that has been used for this, is like Dartfish. Now you have other software already that you can use, even with your phone you can use. You have like in slow motion, but in 2011, 2012, the iPhones and everything else was not that sophisticated and else. So this was special software that made, and also the high definition cameras. It looks like it was just taken behind the court, but it was taken from in the spectator stand, because we didn't have permission to go next to the court. We had to do it from out of the spectator stand. But still the images are quality-wise quite good. What do you see? Once we started, you start the shifting of weight. That's already less weight on his left foot, if you compare it with the weight that is here. You see that his knee is still not inside, it's already a little bit more towards forward that he's going. You see the hip is already, from turning here, it's already a bit more going straight. His body is still quite straight. The elbow is coming out, and you see the hand when it touches the ball. So here it's a little bit already closer that you see, okay. And here you see even with his other foot that's already, his weight is there still off, where we can compare it to the next step, where his weight is completely off to his right foot. So if we start on the last image, we see the transfer of weight from his left foot to his right foot. We see also that this part of the body now is straight towards the table. The angle also here from this shoulders line is also straight to the table. It's not, the following through is not going further, it's just going straight there. And also the elbow, it comes out. And you see also his racket is a little bit further than his forehand. Sorry, not his forehand, his forehead. What is also important that you still see is the non-playing side. I didn't discuss the non-playing side, but the non-playing side is also very important for the balance of the movement. Yeah. If some they maybe keep it here, but then you have to move the non-playing side, it has to move freely, so that it's not limiting the playing side. Here it's not limiting, it's just following the movement of the ball. So that's for the non-playing part. So that's what we see with Timo. And I will discuss this, I did this a little bit deeper, but the next one I will do it a little bit less. Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick question. The head tilt at the point of contact, is that typical or is that unusual?
You always see a little bit. It's not the most important thing, but you always see them a little bit. With the other ones, some will a little bit straight, some will. It's not something that you always see, but you always see still the head is a little bit as you move. You don't never see the head is like staying completely still. That you don't see. You also see some movement, but it's not really part of the chain that is the most important one. But if you always would look like this, you would lose too many times. So it's a little bit that you have, but that's depending on player, and it's not really that important for the movement. Okay.
I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just wondering, since he's returning topspin, you said?
It's a normal block ball. It's a normal block ball.
Oh, I was just wondering why he starts the paddle so low down.
You will see with the other ones. We will come to that later.
What about Bart? On the second side on the right, second one in the middle, it looks